But basically what I have here is another Let's Play. A bit different because it is actually a Let's Play of my quest. Yeah, right there. Tarot Necromancy. It is not a complete game yet. It is a demo. It's actually my third demo, which I just released. I think I released it a couple weeks ago, but 3.2, which is the quest, but with some fixes and adjustments. Yeah, it's essentially what I plan on being the final version of the demo. So, yeah. This is the first official Let's Play of my quest. And let's yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to seeing my other screen like this. Let's just hop in. Let's hop in. That's a lot of frames. All who live okay. Still a tad loud. All who live know of the three goddesses, Din, Feror, and Eru. However, there is another whose name fell out of history. She is the goddess Haeren, governing life, death, and rebirth, where Hylia passed the Golden Triforces to the Highland royal family. She, for whatever reason, hid it on a remote island in a temple of Haeren. The world soon forgot the existence of this fourth Triforce. Until an expedition led by a Hylian scholar found the remote island. In time, he discovered the secluded temple acquiring the Dark Triforce. In his research, he became obsessed with the power the Triforce granted, eventually claiming dominion over the nearby island of Vida. With this dark, terrible power, the scholar became a twisted shadow of the man he once was, and began to test his newly acquired power. He used the life-manipulating abilities of the Triforce to abuse the living and dead, obtaining the name Necromancer by the inhabitants. Upon discovering his potential, the terror caused by his terrible necromancy concerned the Hylian government. As a result, Link and Zelda were sent with their newly acquired power, having defeated Ganon, to put an end to the Necromancer. And so, Link and Zelda set sail for the island now known as Interitus. I think I know why the clock looks like that. And it means I should do this. Probably shouldn't start a Let's Play with a version of my quest that I apparently saved. I don't really remember saving. That I could demonstrate later how I got it to 6,000 hours. I think that's what that said. And I don't want to sit through this. Yes, okay, that's a lot better. So, yeah, this island had a pretty, oh my god, that was some spit on the monitor. Oh, crap. A pretty solid government, considering how underdeveloped it is. I feel like there should be a hyphen there. I hope this Necromancer hasn't ruined too much of it. Seems like a nice place to retire to. We have reports that the island and the waters around it have seen an increase of vicious monsters. Be wary, Link. Those who persist through adversity are rewarded graciously. Yes, they are. So interesting thing, you start the game with everything, which I feel like is very atypical for most quests, or pretty much any quest I've ever seen that I've played. And it is fully scripted, so you can actually see I do have all three Triforces, you know, having defeated Ganon. Yeah, so the names are very much not placeholders, they are very literal. It's a bomb, powder keg. But, yeah, probably not until the final release will I clean up the naming a bit. I'm actually going to do that. But, yeah, so you can see I've got some nice counters there. There's the bomb bag plus arrow or quiver plus, so there are upgrades to each of those. Heart pieces and those rings, which you'll see in a little bit. But, yeah, interestingly, yeah, you can cycle through all the Triforces, and I will show how that changes once we get further on in the story. Alright. Oh, I need to click in the game. Hey Link, how are you doing? This voyage shouldn't take too long, so long as we don't encounter any monsters. Asylum we are going to was once known as... I'm gonna check audio and make sure that everything works. We are going to was once known as Vita. In some tongues, Vita means life, but since the Necromancer has been wreaking havoc with undead, it has been called Interitus, meaning death. Wonder why he chose such an isolated, innocent island to raise the dead. That is a perfectly valid question, isn't it? You know, these barrels have gotten very soft from all the moisture, soft enough that even a simple grappling hook could latch on. Is that right? I'm sitting a bit more relaxed than I normally do, so... yeah, so that guy is hinting at the fact that you can do this. There's something approaching us in the water. I meant to talk to the princess first. Should be there soon, trying to... Okay, yeah. Yeah, you could just hookshot to this. It's a massive sea monster! That's nice. I read that weird. It's a massive sea monster. Link, can you do something about this? Why, yes, I can. Yeah, boss, right away. Terror of the Seas, Leviathan. Ah, that was lame. Yeah, I've tried getting a hurricane spin on him. You do have all the scrolls. It's a bit risky. Because if he does a particular attack while I'm doing this, I'm kind of a sitting duck. That's the attack, and I guess I got lucky. Ah, usually you could get 3 hits on him. Oh, phase 2. That's not the direction. I wanted to go left. I could have gotten some nice hits on him. Whoop. I am a 1-hit right now. He's really not being diverse right now. Ah, there we go. Impressive. The Necromancer was right. You are formidable. However, defeating me means nothing. Yeah, don't walk into that. That hurts. You got a skill from the Leviathan. This should be very valuable. Is that right? If you think you will be able to stop the Necromancer, you will be sorely mistaken. You have no idea the magnitude of his power. It matters not. I'm afraid you will not be making it to Interitus. It is time that the seas claim the great savior of Hyrule. Hi, Habdwire. Welcome. Link. Wake up, Link. Link, you must wake up. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, he did every attack that he does at least once, which was nice. But he kind of spammed the waterfalls. I do need to re-go through his logic. He's like a 2.5-year-old boss. Two-year-old boss. Like, I gotta go through his logic again and kind of perfect him. Thank goodness you are all right. After the Leviathan destroyed your ship, I was not sure if you would awaken. You must be wondering where you are. You are on the island that once hosted my Triforce, until that ignorant scholar stole it. There was a reason my Triforce was locked away on this forbidden island, but now it is in the hands of those who would do evil. To make matters worse, it is back on that accursed island. The whole world is now in grave danger once again. Link, I know your history, your pure heart. Only you can restore the light within my Triforce by reclaiming and cleansing it. Please, go to my temple, purge the darkness that has shrouded it for ages. I can feel my power waning. He is awakening. Please, Link. I might change that dialogue. I don't know. It doesn't feel right in that particular spot. So we're on the Isle of Haeren. You can kind of just walk around. I'm not gonna. I gotta. It feels weird playing this in like a Let's Play format. Oh, these trees are too close to the edge. Because like I don't want to just like beeline it to the end. I kind of want to just play through it. It's a completely different mindset between like playtesting and like just playing. So, granted, I probably could have at least gotten a weapon first. Okay, yeah, there's something. Oh, I see that. Oh, that's jank. But I'm gonna have to really exercise some restraint here because I'm undoubtedly gonna find things I want to like change, but I don't want to because that's not what I'm doing. So yeah, interestingly, I have nothing. None of the Triforce. Yeah, I mean to change this. I don't like how the cursor can go over here. It is causing some bugs in this menu, so I am gonna have to go through that. Yeah, you basically have nothing though. Yeah, I will say though, if this Let's Play goes smoothly, like I don't see any like major issues that I want to work out, and no other major issues are found because I've already fixed everything that playtesters have found as of this moment. That'll be it for Demo 3, and I'll just move on to Demo 4, which is gonna have a lot of code refactor. I have double swords. I'm gonna fix that issue. This is like an age-old issue. By the way, this is that issue I mentioned with being able to do this. Like the logic, overall logic, I think for the active menu just needs to be like reread through and confirm that it actually works. So Moblin's in here for bombs in case you decide to just go berserk with all your bombs. And yeah, you can have more than one bomb out at a time. I don't know why other quests don't do that. It's cool. It's not like it makes them overpowered or anything. I just don't understand why people don't do that more often. I just figure because like bombs are an actual weapon, and it's much easier for them to be a more viable weapon when you can have more than one on screen. I mean, they're already limited ammo as it is, so they're already pretty weak from that perspective as anyway. I somehow hit you. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have just snagged that right away. Like I said, I gotta get out of the habit of testing. So, ooh, that's hard to ignore. I'll be heading to, well, that's interesting. Temple of Haeren. What was that Moosh said? Temple Far? I don't know. Said something funny about it, and I can't remember what it was. Condemned Temple of Haeren. Oh boy. Here we go. So, it is actually kind of a thing worth mentioning about this portion of the game is it is meant to be like a tutorial region. Like for instance, the game difficulty is at medium right now. I'm gonna intentionally go the way I know is not the quickest, which is actually gonna serve me well later on, because one of my Soma, one of my playtesters, found a way to essentially get I guess soft lock within a dungeon where he actually couldn't continue, or maybe not soft lock, but just like stuck. Now, where I don't think this dungeon would have any issues, I've made changes, so it very much could have issues. Yeah, my Zols don't behave right. Well, for one, I shouldn't be able to one-shot them with a wooden sword. And yeah, the gels kind of just instantly split, which is not right. Oh, sometimes they don't. Okay, well, I apparently placed that before picking it up. Cool. But yeah, so like I said, I'm kind of thinking about Temple Fahara. Yeah, that's it. Temple Fahara. Kind of want to hop into an actual, like, more normal Let's Play after this. Yeah, probably would end the stream and start a new one just to make it easier, splitting up two different series, I guess, technically, since this will be a bit of a series. Yeah, so one thing of note about my quest, a lot of this kind of text will hint at other things, but not only that, but the coloring is also meant to be, it's also intentional. Now, obviously, as a new player, you're not going to have any idea what the colorings mean, but the idea is that eventually you'll start to pick up on the trends. Like, oh, the text that was colored like this told me about a puzzle, a hint for a puzzle or something. You know, so that's kind of my thought behind that. Yeah, I've changed bomb spots. Okay, that looks good. Can't do anything here. Nah, screw that. Yeah. So, I don't expect to really find any issues in here. Unless it was from something that I recently changed. Like, those step switches I've changed. They were using engine secrets, but I replaced them all with a script. So that they have that sound effect. Now, granted, engine step switches probably do have the ability to do a sound effect, but I'm also kind of a fan of consistency, where if I'm using a script, if it's suited, I would want to use that script for as much as I can, and not a lot of different methods. Because then if I look at a step switch, then I know where to look if there's a problem with it. You know, whereas if I do 2 or 3 different ways of handling the same kind of mechanic, then I need to investigate further. It's just kind of a quality of life thing for myself when developing. Yeah. You got his boomerang? How nice. And yoink. Oh, yoink. It's actually easier to do this on keyboard, I've learned. That works too. Yeah, so this is, well, and another example is like with these. These are all using a script as opposed, I could very easily do that. Actually, I don't know if I can very easily do that with engine. So anyway, the idea here is it links. So like the pattern of this floor is very distinct. There's also that owl statue in here. Special objects such as statues are positioned in strange locations, possibly to keep secrets. Looks like a secret is holding this thing. So, statues. Well, the last time you talked to an owl was this screen. Oh, there's statues there. That pattern looks familiar. Maybe I should... And that's kind of the big reason I wanted that sound effect, because then it makes it clear. Oh, I did something. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, so in case it wasn't clear, the 3 statues over here indicate where the hidden switches are. It's basically all there is to it. And one thing that's kind of nice, and it's something I've complained about a lot of my Let's Plays, when you get like a small key, you get that message every time. It's like, assuming your key sprite is the same all over the place, why do you need that message every time? So now that I got that message for small key, I will never get it again, and all of my small keys will be the same. I mean, it kind of hinges on that fact that they're all the same. If they're not all the same, yeah, see, like there was no message there. I still want to do that with maps. I don't think I do that with maps or compasses, which is something that I would want to add. It's a good thing I edit through these streams, because then I'll remember to look back through this. Okay, that's neat. There's hearts in here. Oh, well, there's another heart in here. I can kill you, but I don't want to. Well, I meant to hit you up. Oh, I meant to remove this edge here, just so it's less like, cramped. I don't know, it's probably not a big deal. Yeah, a lot of ambience here. Waterfalls with water sounds. Okay. Courtesy to Jenny for pointing out the issue in this screen. Kudos. Okay, it looks good. I figured out what was wrong with that. It was actually a very stupid issue, where I basically changed the value of a variable and then missed a reference to it. So it would change it to one tile once, one combo once, and then leave and re-enter, and it would change to another thing. So that was just an oversight on my part. And this puzzle, I'm kind of sick of this puzzle. If I had $1 for every time I've done this puzzle, I would have many dollars. Oh, okay. I heard that sound, and I'm like, that didn't happen when I stepped on it, did it? Nah, we're good. I was tempted to speed it up, but actually speeding up in this is kind of too fast. And there we go. again, none of this is meant to be hard. It's meant to just kind of be like, hey, this is what this quest is going to be like. Determine now, when it's only been like a half hour, whether you want to keep playing and commit, or if you think it sucks or too hard or whatever, you don't want to do it. Yeah. Oh, this room's fun. It could be hard. Yeah. Wait, that does a heart? I didn't think it did a heart. These enemies can fall in the pits. And I didn't change the sound effect for the pits. So that's lovely. Okay. And boss key. I don't know if my script handles boss keys. I hope it does. Well, I mean, originally the way I wanted that script to work is to not have the small, like the key string. Oh, I can't with that button. Have the small key string for the first key of that respective dungeon. What do you mean? Thank you. I'm gonna do this the fun way. I always get hit by that. I actually hate that attack. Ah, too little. You should be able to get 3 hits every time. Uh-oh. Well, alright. I expected that to be a little bit more difficult, but oh well. Here we are. I shouldn't need to save. I should be fine. Alright. Here we go. Probably my favorite intro to a boss. I don't know. Level 2's boss is kind of nice. You just tank the hits and spam the attack on the Legionnaire. You tank the hits and you won? Sounds a little too easy, if you ask me. Really? I mistimed that. I got a hit on him while he was diving. Wow, I did actually get a hit on him there. Okay. Okay, you can. Mistimed the iframes there. Wow, holy crap. He didn't even have a phase. He didn't have a phase 2. I need to fix that. There should be a phase 2 there. Also, this is not water. Okay. I like the position. I see the boss. It's perfectly balanced. We'll see. You've done it, Link. I can already feel the darkness receding from my temple and my power returning. As thanks, here is my raft. Here is a raft. Yeah. May it provide passage to the island of Interitus to the west. Wish you all the luck in the world, Link. There is a long and forgotten darkness in Interitus that the scholar has likely awakened. You must tread lightly. Hopefully he hasn't escalated things beyond repair, and acquiring my Triforce won't prove too much for you. We will speak again, Link. You got a raft. It's not the raft, it's a raft. Very, very intentional word use right there. All right, let us sail to Interitus. I can't save. Should be able to continue, but I don't really need to. Okay. Oof. Yeah, and I made their sound effect less obnoxious. I mean, yeah, their sound effect is funny and interesting the first couple times, and then it's just kind of like, this just keeps going, doesn't it? All right. Here we go. Game gets fun. Maybe. We'll see. I think it's fun. Yeah, I think it's all right. You survived? I suppose I should expect no less from one who is able to best me. Now I understand your ability to banish Ganon. I have some respect for you, hero, so I suppose I will inform you that you are playing into the Necromancer's hands by going after him. He is unlike any foe you have faced in the past. He knows you and your history. He knew you would be tasked to stop him. He is ready. At least you will die knowing you never stood a chance, and the power of the Golden Triforces will be put to good use. Why is the screen like that? Still stupid that I had to do that, considering, again, the window size is the exact same that I had it before. Like, there's that, and there's that. I only ever had it at 2... whatever. No, Link, do not succumb to the Leviathan's wrath. I have just enough strength to guide you to Interitus. Know this, Link, you will not be alone. There are many that will want to help you and guide you. Farewell, Link. This is when I would know if it's cropped properly. Okay, that looks good. That actually looks good. Huh, I'm surprised I was able to do it like that. It's kind of a... Wait, what is this? Oh. Okay. Alright, maybe I will actually be able to play through this whole thing. We'll see. Things aren't looking good so far with things just inexplicably breaking. Like the inability to save and the fact that it thinks I'm recording, despite the fact that everything related to recording is off. Anyway. Yeah, so this is a bit of an intro scene. This is very subject to change over time because the idea here is it will show scenes throughout the game, even all the way to the end of the game. Not all the way to the very end, but like it will kind of represent each of the areas of the game. Hardest difficulty, obviously.